Hi there, my name's Mark and welcome to Mark's World. Before we get started, don't forget to smash the like and subscribe buttons below if you enjoy my content. You hear in the news about the cost of living going up just to buy the essentials like food and heating. If you are one of those people, I hope this video will give you some hope. So, can you actually get rich on a low paid job? Well, the good news is you can. In the UK, the median wage is £28,288 per year. The median wage is right in the middle. However, as I promise, we're going to make this harder. I'm going to take someone on a low wage. For this example, we'll talk about Bob, who is a cleaner. Bob only earns £17,160 per year. The cost of living is very high in the UK, which makes things even worse for Bob. Let's assume for this example that Bob shares a 4-bed house with 3 other people. The benefit of sharing a house is that a lot of the costs are divided between the 4 tenants. The rent for a room is his main cost, and he spends £550 per month. His next most expensive bill is for groceries at £150 per month. Gas and electricity cost £31 per month. His council tax bill is £45 per month. His bus to and from work costs £40 per month. Watching TV costs £13 per month for a licence. His mobile phone plan costs £18 per month. Trips to the dentist cost about £15 per month. Buying medicine, £10 per month. A haircut, assuming every other month, £6 per month. Clothes cost £20 per month. His laptop repayments cost £18 per month. Eating out twice a month costs £40 per month in total, and let's assume another £40 per month for miscellaneous costs. This brings the total household costs per month for Bob at £996 per month. Now, let's talk about Bob's income per month. He receives a gross wage of £17,160 per year, which equates to £1,430 per month. He pays about £108 per month in tax, which gives Bob a net wage per month of £1,322. This is enough to cover Bob's costs with some money left over. Firstly, if Bob contributes £100 per month to a pension, the government will pay in an extra £25 per month. With most good employers, they will also match your pension contributions. This is called the employer pension contribution. So, this will provide £250 per month to Bob's pension. Bob's net wage will be reduced to £1,250 per month after his pension contributions. This still leaves him with £254 in his pocket. The other tax-efficient way to save money in the UK is by using an independent savings account, or ISA. Any money invested into an ISA is tax-free. So, for this example, Bob's remaining £254 is put into his ISA each month. We are going to invest Bob's money into the US stock market. We shall invest in the top 500 US companies called the S&P 500 index. Over the past 50 years, the S&P 500 has grown on average 10% per year. We are also going to assume that inflation will be 4% per year based on the past 50 years average. We are also going to assume that Bob's pay rises will also increase by the rate of inflation each year at 4%. Bob will now need to open an account with a SIP and ISA provider in the UK. Remember, Bob's pension is called a SIP and his independent savings account is called an ISA. There are lots of SIP and ISA providers in the UK and their fees are quite different. Bob needs to ensure that his employer is paying his pension contributions into his SIP FIDA. Bob also needs to ensure that he has control of his pension so that he can invest in the S&P 500. So Bob spent time shopping around for the best deal for him and his employer. Now, in order to buy the S&P 500, Bob buys an exchange traded fund called an ETF. The benefit of an ETF is that it has low management costs and is easy to buy and sell. For the UK, the ETF with the ticker symbol FUSA, VUSA, is listed on the stock exchange in London. The London Stock Exchange is open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. It is very important that you choose an ETF with low management fees and buy-sell spread. The buy-sell spread is the difference between the sell and buy price for the ETF. One important piece of advice I want to give when investing in the stock market is not to panic sell or buy. The stock market will go up and down a lot from month to month, and this can be unsettling for a lot of people. It is important that you invest for the long term and leave your money invested. As the old adage goes, time in the market beats timing the market. I've got a few more numbers coming up, so bear with me. If you want to check my calculations or you've missed anything, just rewind this video. So in this situation, Bob has just started his job as a cleaner at the age of 16 and has just turned 17. Bob has been renting a shared house with 3 other people and has been paying all of his bills each month with some money left over to invest in his SIP and ISA. He has opened a SIP and ISA account through a pension provider. After the first year, he has contributed £3,000 to his pension and £3,048 to his ISA. Now, the purpose of this video is to explain how Bob will eventually become rich. However, he has got a long way to go yet before he can consider retiring. He has only just started working. Now is a good time to see what Bob is aiming for. He is aiming to be rich with an income high enough so that he does not need to go to work for anyone else ever again. In order to become financially independent, Bob needs a good income. To calculate how much income Bob can draw from his SIP and ISA, I am using a conservative figure of 3% income from his pension and ISA at retirement. 3% income is based on the S&P 500 ETF growing on average 10% per year. We need to subtract the average increase in the cost of living, which is the inflation figure set at 4% per year. Then we need to subtract Bob's income at 3% per year. That leaves another 3% that can be reinvested so that Bob can become even more wealthy from year to year and leave some reserves for unexpected costs. However, Bob's income from his first year of pension and ISA investments will only produce an income of £181 per year, or £15 per month. It is not even enough money to pay for a visit to the restaurant, costing £20. But don't worry, as the years go by, Bob's investments and income will start growing, and I will show you by how much. The next year, Bob is 18 years old, and his investments have increased to £12,943. This produces an income of £32 per month. Even though the cost of a visit to a restaurant has increased by 4% to £21, Bob can now afford one visit to the restaurant per month from his potential passive income of £32 a month. By the age of 25, Bob's investment has grown substantially to £94,211, producing an income of £236 per month. This is the equivalent of 8 visits per month to the restaurant. At age 30, Bob's investments stand at £208,235, with a passive income of £521 per month. This is the equivalent to 4 trips to the restaurant and the cost of all his groceries, his energy bill, travelling by bus, and his medical costs each month. At age 40, Bob is well on his way to becoming a millionaire. His potential passive income has increased to £1,836 per month. This passive income can now pay for his two highest costs, his rent and groceries, as well as being able to eat out twice a month. At age 50, Bob has shot past from being a millionaire to a multimillionaire. His investments within his pension and ISA now total £2,192,738. His passive income is now a whopping £5,482 per month. All of his basic costs can now be paid for with a surplus of £1,848. Finally, Bob reaches his early retirement age of 57. His investments now total £4,515,046. His passive income is £11,288 per month. This income is now more than twice his basic costs. He now has a huge surplus of £6,506 per month. With Bob's surplus income of £6,506, he no longer needs to work again and can travel anywhere he likes in the world. So hopefully you can see that with hard work and even being on a low wage, you can become rich. Financial independence removes the shackles of having to work in a job. It gives you the freedom to pursue your dreams, whatever they may be. I hope that this video gives you some hope that you can eventually become rich by investing in the S&P 500 via your pension and ISA. Please click the like and subscribe buttons if you found my video helpful. Thank you for watching.